There are just so many products that have the name of some animal, but aren't actually that animal. It's a whole range of different things. We have tigery, which are tigers, lions, wild boars, hedgehogs in the form of little hedgehogs. That's why today I welcome you to the second video, the second, so to speak, episode where I check, test, eat, and compare products that have an animal's name in them, but aren't actually that animal. And here I want to emphasize that they're not actually that animal, because I'm not going to buy roast chicken here. That's not the point. It has to be the name of an animal on a product where the product has nothing to do with that animal. Like, for example, Judgement. Judgement is the name of a cookie, and there's no hedgehog meat in it. And if you want to see what has already been tested and checked, go back to the previous episode. Because there, in my opinion, there was one thing, or rather one thing, but with two flavors. Flavors that won the episode, which for me is like a Polish Ferrero Rocher. Dear ones, today in my Kruszynski kitchen, we're serving hedgehogs. Or rather, little hedgehogs, Judgement. A classic, right? We're going to check which ones are the best, because I have 5 flavors. We have the classic ones, we also have coffee ones. Beautiful Roman said that the coffee ones are the best, and we'll see if I'm right. There are also orange, which means orange flavored. Coconut ones, whose box, or rather the blue packaging, is the nicest for me. And cocoa, which means chocolate flavored, right? And of course, a handy little knife so I can cut it open and see what's inside. I love my cleaver. Out of all the knives and sharp things I have in the kitchen, I use this one the most, even for peeling vegetables. Classic, Judgement classic. It literally says classic. You thought I was just gonna scarf it down like a savage. That's for later. Thanks for, I don't know what I expected. Well, a cookie, right? First classic, now cocoa. They're different because of the cookie, right? The cocoa one has a dark cookie on the bottom. Very nice. Now caramel. Coffee. This is definitely coffee. This one's for beautiful Roman. This is coffee, right? It's like it's not different at all from the classic one. They likely added flavor somewhere. This one has a different filling. I'm sure it's orange. Oh, it's darker. Yeah, it's darker chocolate. Where's the orange? There isn't any. I thought it would be like an orange jelly, unless the wafer is orange flavored. Oh no. Oh God, because here are these crunchy bits, right? Up here on top, there are these crunchy bits. So the top is, yeah, crunchy. Chocolate with crunchy bits. And here too. But here they're crunchy and kind of, what's that called in the kitchen? In fruitcake. Those little squares, like the ones in fruitcake, right? And that's a little square with an orange flavor. Classic, good. Coca. Sikau. Yeah, better. We'll move him forward for now, so for now he's in the lead. Coffee. Roman, if you fooled me and this isn't good, nothing will happen to you. Alright. Roman.
Damn, I don't like doing this.
Okay, I don't enjoy this. Roman's right, the coffee ones are the best yet. Orange and orange ones. I was sure they would be the worst. Like, when I see orange cookies, I picture those cheap orange jelly cookies. But here, the orange is good. Oh wow, that's such a fresh cookie. Like, I know there's a chocolate cookie in there, but the taste of orange really stands out, so it's a fruity cookie. Damn, for now, I'll put it on par with the coffee one, right? For now, it's on par with the coffee one. So, can the coconut ones even compete here at all? Can you taste the coconut? The taste of paradise, like in a Bounty commercial? It's a nice coconut flavor. You don't feel those coconut flakes, it's just smooth. The smoothness of the coconut flavor, but without that fat, because coconut is a bit oily after all. Alright, for now let's give it a 3, okay? So, classic. Thank you, but you're out. If the base was first, probably, because the classic couldn't be second. Cocoa? Good. But compared to the other flavors, I'm setting you aside, bro. 3 are left. You have to admit we have good Polish hedgehogs. Orange. It suits me so incredibly well. Now, what will it be? Coconut. Damn, coffee. Well, delicious. Coconut? Coconut is very good. But a bit too delicate compared to the orange hedgehog, where you can really taste the orange. And to the coffee hedgehog, where the coffee flavor comes through gently, but it does come through. So the coconut is just a bit too subtle. The hedgehog stays in the lead. orange and coffee. I still don't know. Well, I still don't know. All right, let's do it again, one more time. I can't decide which one is better. We could call it a draw, just like with the Polish national team. They play, it's a draw, and they announce a victory. I don't know. The coffee one is fantastic. Beautiful Roman was right, you have to admit it. But the orange one, oh Jesus, people. The coffee and orange versions are really well made. So far it's a tie, but if I ask myself one question, which ones did I eat more of? I think it was the orange ones. I found a solution, my dears. It was right under my nose. I literally had it within arm's reach. Coffee, hedgehog, or orange. We put two together and call it a success. That's a win. And from combining the two of them, the perfect cookie. The window's ajar. I can smell someone frying onions for dinner. Must be meatballs. Delicious smell. Seriously? All those sweets are crap, aren't they? But honestly, wounds don't have it so bad now, because no matter how good they taste, they can't beat the smell of that dinner someone is making here. I don't know who. Maybe the neighbor lady? I don't know. Alright, no, I'm going back. We're going back. I'm closing the window, damn it. Lion, 3 lions. I know, there's also a white lion and probably some others, but not found. Like system error. For stores, not found. Everyone knows the taste of lion, or most of you do. I ate it in my previous test. Yes, it's good. It's like it has established itself as a bar that you reach for from time to time. The salt works nicely here. Listen, it doesn't win, but the fact that it's putting up a good fight is pretty cool. Tasty. It's a tasty showdown. Brownie. The interior looks totally different. I was a bit disappointed with it. Damn, I don't know. Well, the packaging is nice. It's pretty eye-catching. And I was hoping it would win. I expected it to be great, but it's the weakest. You can hardly taste any brownie flavor. What kind of brownie is this? It didn't work out, and the classic one is still the best. Off topic. We showed one of the gadgets from Action, like a flying thing, a flying ball. I bought one for myself. But I don't really trust it. I don't really trust that even indoors where there's no wind, it'll work properly. Alright, here it is. Up, up. It vibrates like it's about to jump out of the casing and shred itself. Okay, it's so delicate. I mean, the holes aren't big, but you get the feeling that if you grab it wrong, your finger could slip in there and the fan would just shred it. Although it's made in such a way that it's probably not possible, the stress is still there. No. Tiger Power Gel Classic. And Tiger Power Gel Mango, but when it's from the fridge, it hits different. Wow, no mango. But this classic one is also good, like it doesn't taste like a classic energy drink, more like a smoothie with a more undefined fruity flavor. But it's really good, but mango is better. I don't want to say it, but I think I'm becoming a fan. Jick cheese and Jick green onion, I didn't find the paprika ones, right? No, there weren't any. Bidronka, Lidl, Intermarché, Netto, nothing. No paprika ones, but at least. I'll compare cheese or green onion, although I know the answer. But okay, let's do it. This is green onion. And I thought I knew the answer. Now I don't know. I just bit into the cheese one, guys. I was sure the cheese ones would win. So to speak, that's how it was supposed to be. Like, okay, let's just try them. We'll bite one, we'll bite the other, say something, boom, the cheese ones win. Well, not exactly, because the green onion really started putting up a fight. It's putting up a great fight. I agree, but I'll still buy the cheese ones more often. I gave him the cereal. Supposedly it's good, I know it's not cheap, but you can't judge everything by price and cost. Wild Rush, which means chocolate pillows and caramel, and chocolate, okay, pillows, so they're worth their price. Generally they're good, but let's not go crazy. More into the crunchy ones, that's the thing. Like an old guy, I've had better, and that's actually true. Both the pillows and this kind of cereal, I've had better, tastier, and above all, much cheaper ones. The pillows are good pillows. But the brand just went for the logo. Yes, there's a logo, yes. And right away, people get the impression that they're tastier. No, they're not. It's the same here. And honestly, I just noticed it now. that it says caramel, but I don't taste any caramel here. Where is the caramel? If you read it twice that it says caramel, maybe you'll sense something. But no, it's just a marketing gimmick. God, I've had enough of this food. How much can you take? Even if you're just tasting, 90% is just sweet. It's too much. I just don't want it anymore. I'm going for ice cream. They're pouring it at little. Supposedly you don't want it, but ice cream is ice cream. This one here has already gotten so soft, I think I'll take the top off, right? It's not just chocolate. Alright, cool. But it's just a strong chocolate cone. The one on Patrick is cool logic, okay? But if it didn't say Lion, I'd say it's some My Lord or Biedronka brand, which are ice cream versions of Magnums. Just a thick, meaty, dense ice cream, but is it really Lion? These are probably rich, creamy chocolate ice creams with crunchy toppings. Period, that's it. I'm not saying they're bad, because they're good. And if I had a choice, instead of this cone, I would buy a cactus cone, because I love it. And instead of this one on a stick, I would get a cactus on a stick. Yes, finally, a very good wafer. Yeah, extra points for the wafer. Looking at it now, I think this is the worst shot ever. It looks like some kind of trash stream. I'll just be tasting. In Lidl, Biedronka, and Intermarché, I found these drinks with animals on the label or in the name. The test will be super subjective, especially since I'm not any kind of beer expert. I'm not even really a beer enthusiast. In my typically subjective test, which might not have anything to do with reality or with which beer is actually the best, personally, I'll see which one wins for me and which animal will be able to stay with me. I've got a bottle opener right here. It's always been here. I don't even know what Nord is, period, right? It's probably some kind of clothing for people who go hiking in the mountains. Whenever there's a clothing company and they release, I don't know, jackets or something for winter, or for those who like hiking in the mountains, there's always something with Nord. Nordic, Nordwalk, and everything with Nord, it's like, okay, fine. It's definitely great and it's for winter, right? Okay, Bison, I know it won't win, right? That's what I assume. Nah, it's not doing it for me, right? For me, it's just regular beer. And what about its little brother? Cousin, Pretty the Tatanka cousin. Alright, Pretty the Tatanka. Apple and bison grass. 5%. Oh, but at first I was really impressed. It tasted completely different. It doesn't taste like beer at all. It tastes so strange. Not like beer, more like some kind of drink. Sour, tangy, not carbonated, not flat. It's like a distant cousin of cider. But you know, the worst cousin, the bland one, a bit dull. No? Okay, if you want a beer, then let's say Juba kind of wins. Yeah. Fox. Alright. Damn, it was going so well right from the start. What's going on? Second note. It's terrible. They started fantastically, the first track. And the moment you stop chugging, there's that aftertaste. Well, the taste stays, and it stays, the aftertaste stays after every sip, right? Fox is now facing the little goat, I mean the aging goat. Good delicates. Fox to this goat, so Fox wins, losing. Okay, so for now we have the wheel here. Kozel Cerny, do you have it on this side? Can you see it? And white. It tastes like a strange variation of porter, which is a dark beer, but I could be totally wrong. I could be completely mistaken. Yeah, it's alright. Kind of balanced, but nothing special. Sweet, but with an alcoholic taste. Oh no! Oh damn, I think we have a favorite. I mean, I have a favorite because you guys might say, you'd be like, what? That's a favorite? For me, it's only Fox. Okay, I'm definitely not going to argue, right? But for me personally, privately, just my own opinion, this is my favorite so far. Yeah, there's not a single bad note. Nothing harsh lingers. It's just delicate, slightly sweet, but not like a liqueur. It's just like the barley malt was, I don't know, watered with sugar water. No, this one wins over that. Okay, alright, right? And you don't have an opponent. I'll try you, but if you're alone, what am I supposed to say since those are already out, right? No, screw it. All right, you go through. Okay. Cool. Pretty the tanker, thank you, right? I would say thank you. Foxcroft, but here not painted. And Kozel Cerny is not bad, but the competition is just too strong for it. Beautiful. And now we'll have pairs again, right? Zuber versus Kozel Lizak. Damn. Because if we set it up like this, I set it up, it will look like I did it on purpose, so that Koza would win. No, I just set it up randomly. There were 3 in a row. What's the difference? It's just one person's subjective opinion who rarely drinks beer. At first it tasted worse and had a metallic aftertaste. It's not the can, since these two are also canned and don't taste that way. It might be obvious to some, but not to me. I wrote Zuber off right away. Maybe it wasn't necessary. Damn, it got a bit more delicate. That first note was kind of, like a bum's drink. Will it beat the Koza? They're trying for a tie, but that's not possible here. Okay. It's pretty even, but that doesn't change the fact that I assume the one that impressed me at the beginning will beat this one anyway, so it doesn't matter which one would be better for me here. Alright, okay. It's still winning, but the golden pheasant still has one last chance, which is from a bottle, because it wasn't available in a can. Damn, but the pheasant is good too. And I assume it has more alcohol. 4.70, damn, that's a 1.2% difference, that's a lot. That's already a noticeable difference in the amount of beer you drink. Pheasant, damn, it's good. Damn, it's good, yeah. I need to think about it. The one that tastes better with the kebab hedgehog will win, and that's the real test. Kebab hedgehog. Okay, alright. Still a tie. So, last chance for these brews. Which one will go better with orange hedgehogs? It works. It works better than I expected. Damn, the golden pheasant kind of kills the taste of this orange Judgement cookie for me. Just a bit. But if I wanted to compete with that orange, it's hard to say with company. Alright. We're testing until we drop. Damn, it works, yeah. I know this beer is weaker. I realize that. Maybe that's why it's easier to get a better flavor, because the beer has less alcohol. But it goes well with these Judgement cookies, damn it. I'm just rooting for the pheasant, that's all. A fox was here recently, but no rabies, so it's fine, right? If you're looking for a beer, well, in a sense a proper one, meaning between 4 and 5% to go with cookies, then golden pheasant will be the best. And if you want something more delicate, like 1 or 2 beers at most for a light mood, then I suggest Kozel. Above all, I recommend Jejiki, but as I said earlier, nothing will be left. And on this optimistic note, just like in Top Toby, roots don't get salty. I'm saying goodbye to you, and folks, remember, subscriptions, likes, comments. We never used to ask for this, but as Claimer says, the algorithm is relentless. Even if you record and create the best film ever, if the algorithm doesn't see a subscription, a like, or a comment, it will decide the film is trash. Because the algorithm doesn't see, it's just an Excel sheet. See you. The light turned on because of a sensor. Something's moving around there. But I have no idea, Company Hedgehog. Jezu, is that you? Jesus, Mary, Jezu. Jezu, come. Jezu, because it'll be on the recording, there will be more. People will give more subs and likes. I don't want to scare you, Jezu. I just want people to comment and give likes. No, okay, I see how fast you're breathing. You got stressed. Okay, I'm out. I'm not gonna stress Jezu out for subscriptions. It's scary here. What the hell was I thinking recording at night? I'm out. Subscriptions, likes, comments. And of course, at the very end, I invite you to check out my profile on Instagram, Sztaba, and also on TikTok, Sztaba as well, because that's where you'll find the music I'm commenting on, the one I told you about.